Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We've been doing a lot of UFC coverage recently here at SBR, and right now I'm very happy to welcome to SBR Videos UFC bantamweight fighter Walel Watson, who's going to talk to us a little bit about what it's like to fight in the UFC and give us some of his thoughts on the upcoming UFC 145. Walel, thanks so much for joining us.
I know. Thanks for having me, Peter.
All right, great. So can we talk about UFC 145 first? Because this is kind of a big matchup, right?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's Jon Jones and Rashad Evans. Now, the first thing I want to ask you, they call you Walel the Gazelle. Walel the Gazelle Watson. And I guess they call you that because of your physique. You're kind of like tall and lanky, and you're usually taller than most of your opponents, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's the same situation here with Jon Jones and Rashad Evans. Jones is tall and lanky, just like you. You get compared to him a little bit in terms of your fighting style, and Evans is shorter and bulkier. So what do you have to say about that kind of matchup? I mean, would you prefer to have a guy your height and your physique, or would you prefer to fight a guy who's shorter and burlier?
To me, it doesn't really matter. I like fighting guys my height a little more because they're not going to look for the takedown as much. They're going to be more willing to stand up and fight with me. But in Jon Jones's case, his wrestling's so good that I don't think it really matters whether he fights a tall guy or a short guy.
So if you're fighting a shorter guy, which is what's going on here in this situation, what are the things you have to be careful of?
Them trying to get on the inside and smother your punches, and them looking to take you down and lay on you and take away that reach advantage.
And another thing that's interesting, I mean, this is a real rivalry fight. I mean, do you know about the drama between these two guys?
I don't know about all of it, but I know that they used to be training partners.
Exactly.
Now they don't like each other, and they're kind of going back and forth on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, they used to be training partners. They used to be teammates. And there's a long, long drama on this. And actually, I read an article on Bleacher Report that really detailed everything that you want to know. But these guys, this is not fake animosity. This is just to give you a little sample of it. Rashad Evans called Jon Jones a fake-ass white boy. That's what he called him in a text, and this was proved. And then Jon Jones came back and called Evans a jealous snake. Pretty serious. So how do you think that factors in?
Speaking from my past experiences, when I've gone into into a fight with the animosity towards the guy, it worked against me, and I ended up gassing out because I was throwing punches with bad intentions instead of trying to set anything up. And just before I knew it, I had gassed out from throwing a bunch of haymakers. So But some guys, it motivates them more. I know fighters that they don't get motivated until you light that fire under their butt. So it can work both ways for a guy. I think in this fight, Jon Jones, he's a smarter fighter. He's just playing it up. I know Rashad might have some real animosity towards him, but when they go in that octagon, I know Jon Jones is going to play his game plan.
All right, so if you had to put a percentage of likely to win on this fight right now, what would you say Jon Jones' percentage?
Yeah, I would go like 60, 65, This is the game of MMA, and anybody could beat anybody on any day. But, I would definitely lean towards, Jon Jones, in my favor.
So you would put it at, but you wouldn't put it at maybe like 75 or 70%?
Nah, I couldn't go that far. Like I said, this is MMA, and anything can happen. Right.
All right. And if you were a trainer for Rashad Evans, what advice would you give him? How would you advise him to try to win this fight?
Oh, to pressure Jon Jones and not let him get comfortable and not let him get off. If you don't pressure Jon Jones, he's going to do what he wants to do with you, and he's going to have a field day in there in the octagon. If
you knew beforehand that Evans is going to win the fight, how would you say is most likely that he's going to win it?
If I knew ahead of time, I think he would win by a knockout.
Knockout, okay.
Yeah, either he's got a vicious cross hook that he throws, and a hook cross, and those are real nasty. So if I were to pick Rashad, I could see him winning like that. But like I said, I really give him the fight to Jon Jones.